Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Daikon Dave, and today we are making a recipe from ingredients we got at the Oak Park Farmers Market. So today we are making summer polenta. And some of you may be asking, what is polenta? Polenta is actually cornmeal. I have some right here ground up. Some people call them grits too. It's kind of a debate. I heard polenta is coarser ground than grits, so they ground grits up more, and polenta has kind of a coarse grind on it. But that's yellow polenta we're using, because you know corn comes in different colors. You didn't know that, and so would polenta. So we got some corn here. This is dried corn, but this is like blue corn. So if they ground this up, they can make blue polenta out of it. We got red corn here. Make red polenta, but we're using yellow polenta today. So I had 4 cups of water boiling over here, and I just dropped my polenta. And what you're going to want to do is keep stirring this while you're cooking it. Okay, I wanted to get a head start, so we're here all day cooking polenta. And let's go over our ingredients on our recipe real quick. Got carrots. Actually, I shredded the carrots beforehand. They're in our bowl right here. So we got 2 cups of carrots. Zucchini. Right now, the farmer's market is full of zucchini right now. And they come in like yellow. This is like a summer squash kind of zucchini. And look at this one right here. How fun is that? They call that an 8-ball zucchini. Can you guess, kiddos, why they call that an 8-ball zucchini? Because it looks like a pool ball maybe. Or the regular green zucchini. And when you pick these out at the farmer's market, you don't necessarily want a huge one. Bigger isn't always better when you're picking zucchini, right? A nice dark, firm, regular sized zucchini. That's about as big as I go on that right there. So we're going to shred those up. Cherry tomatoes. Oh my gosh, the cherry tomatoes right now at the farmer's market. We got them right here. Basil. We got a bunch of basil right here. Our vinegars and oils. We're going to stir our polenta so it doesn't burn. And that polenta is going to go about 13 to 15 minutes. It's getting close right now. So let's get to shredding, alright? So we're going to shred some zucchini. Alright, kids, if you're doing this at home, watch your fingers. This is like one of the more dangerous tools we use in our programs. So let's start shredding some zucchini real fast. We're going to want about 2 cups of zucchini. It goes really fast. When it gets towards the end, be super careful, guys. Alright, now we're going to do this monster right here. And that'll probably give us about 2 cups. And it'll give us tons of color. Did you know zucchini, funny thing about zucchini, has more potassium in it than a banana? Did you know that? Bet you didn't. Give this a stir. And I think this is going to be about 2 cups. I could give a quick measure if you want. Ooh, that's a little more than 2 cups, right? So we're going to get a ton. We'll get some green in there. Alright, we'll wipe this off. We'll quarter up the tomatoes. The tomatoes right now are spectacular. But they don't last forever, right? So make sure you make it down to the farmer's market. These aren't going to last forever, right? So give the polenta a stir. Can't forget about that. Actually, I'm going to give it a little taste right now. Needs a little bit longer. So we're going to quarter these tomatoes. Using your tunnel, right, kiddos? Because we don't want to lose a finger. Do we? So use our tunnel. Just do a quick quarter on these. And it's going to almost take that whole basket of tomatoes you get at the farmer's market. And like I said, they don't last forever, so Summer is coming to an end. The kiddos are coming back to school. It means those summer fruits and vegetables aren't going to be around too much longer. So if you want to take advantage of those. So we're about to get about 2 cups of tomatoes in here. So are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable? Anybody have an idea? So according to, yeah, like Amber said in an earlier video, botanically they are a fruit because they have seeds in them, right? But the important people up in the capital there wanted them to be classified as a vegetable. So I guess it depends on who you ask, right? So we should give our polenta another stir. Where's my whisk? Oh yeah, it's coming up real good. I don't know if you can see that. It's getting thick and porridge-like. You want to make sure it's cooked down. Polenta is also gluten-free for those people who need to watch their gluten. It's a great alternative to wheat products, right? It's a corn product. All right, let me get to these tomatoes really fast. Did you know zucchini? I got another one for zucchini right now. Zucchini is the only fruit that starts with the letter Z. And it's a fruit. You want to know why it's a fruit? Because yes, it has seeds in it. All right, good. Look it up on the interweb. See if you could find another fruit or fruit that starts with the letter Z. All right, we're almost done with these. Let's get those in our salad there. Give this a quick stir and another taste. I got another taster spoon. Oh, there's she's talking to me now. All right. That is almost there. So we're going to fold in some cream cheese. What does it say? 1/4 cup, right? So this is an 8-ounce container of cream cheese. I'm just going to take 1/4 of this. So I'm just going to make our X in the middle. Take about 1/4 out. This is going to make your polenta super creamy. Folding in some cream cheese. So let's get that in there. I could show it to you. And we're using a whisk to try and break up some of the lumps. The polenta might get a little lumpy. Alright, quiet. Take it off the heat. Stir that in until it's all incorporated. Actually, with a whisk, it works really good. I made this the other day with a spoon. It took a lot longer. Oh. All right, so we could let that sit for a minute. That cream cheese is in there. And we're gonna dress our salad, all right? So we got all these cherry tomatoes and zucchini. This is gonna put a crunch on top of that polenta, all right? So what do you need? I'll get that in there in a minute. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we got our measuring spoons, we got a tablespoon. Olive oil. 1, 2. Rice vinegar. Rice vinegar got kind of a sweet flavor to it, but if you don't have rice vinegar, you could probably substitute any vinegar you want. Right? 2 of those. 2. If you like a lot of vinegar, maybe put a little more. And that's it, right? So we're going to give that a stir. Let that sit for a minute, and we're almost ready. I almost forgot the basil. How can you forget the basil? One of my favorites of the summer. So we got tons of color. I smell that vinegar. We got oil. We got our creamy polenta. Let me put this aside for a minute and chop some of this basil. So let's pull these leaves apart. Pull some leaves off here. And we're going to cut little ribbons. I don't know if you remember from our other videos, we're going to cut little ribbons. So we're going to take these leaves, kind of bunch them and roll them. Use our claw and our knife and just you cut little ribbons, little pieces. And that's going to go right on top. Gives you a nice fresh pop of basil. I like basil. I might put more than 2 tablespoons like the recipe says. Right on top, give that a stir, and we're almost going to get ready. So, people tease me because I tell you how the basil smells, but it's incredible. With the vinegar, that's ready to go, and I think we're almost ready to give it a try. So why don't we give it a shot? We're going to take a dab of this creamy polenta that we melted the cream cheese in. A little more. So that's going to be creamy and warm. We're going to put a spot of this crunchy salad on top. With some tomato. Because one thing I miss in the middle of the winter is the fresh tomatoes we get at the farmer's market. With a little basil sprig on top. How beautiful is that? So why don't we give it a shot? Here we go. That polenta is so creamy, and like I said, you get the crunch and the acidity from the vinegar and the oil, the zucchini and the carrots. Give it a shot at yourself at home. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, September is Food Literacy Month. While you're on our website checking out our recipes at foodliteracycenter.org, make sure to vote for your favorite vegetable. Go to the farmer's market at Oak Park. It's Wednesdays and Saturdays. Go to the EBT booth and utilize your EBT benefit. Like I said, thanks again for joining us today, and we'll see you at the farmer's market.